usually with about 5 minutes of actually backwards walking on a treadmill. So I think I got my camera propped so you can see me well. But yeah, this will be kind of a, hopefully you can see my workout, what I like to do. This is be a full body workout at my home. So I have a pretty decent home gym, got a lot of cool pieces of equipment. Try to link most of the stuff down in the description if you did want to check this out. I don't think I added a treadmill, but you can find those online. Anyways, so yeah, about 5 minutes of this. And a lot of these protocols are from like knees over toes guys. So Ben Patrick, you probably may or may not be familiar with him, but he's a very big on longevity training and keeping your tendon and all that health pretty good. So that's kind of the idea behind it. So this is kind of lightly putting some stress on your knees, getting some blood flow in that area, and just helping everything warm up. So usually a pretty good warm up. You look kind of goofy at the gym when you do this, and I do this at the gym if I am going out, but not today, of course, because we're here with you. So yeah, I have all my equipment hopefully set up too. You'll see shortly, but this is basically, as I mentioned, going to be full body. I pretty much train full body most days. That's what I like to do. Not for a particular reason or, you know, super good benefits from it, but that's just what I enjoy doing. It's just what I enjoy doing. I like hitting a little bit of everything every single day, and it works well for me and it keeps me consistent. So today we're going to do a lower body pushing exercise. We're actually going to do some step ups with some resistance. We're going to do a single leg elephant curl, which I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to do some pen lay rows. Going to do some overhead press with the dumbbell in a seated position. And then we'll also do some core exercise, a little bit of assistance or auxiliary lifts on top of that too. So should be a good workout. And yeah, we'll get started. So this is kind of the boring part. Feel free if you have any questions, what I'm doing or just fitness related, drop them in the comments. I have my laptop behind me actually. So I'll be able to check those and kind of hopefully address them as I go through the workout. And normally when I'm doing my workouts, I like to do kind of just a circuit. So I'll just keep running through the exercises. It's really efficient time-wise that way. And it just keeps it not boring. It keeps it not boring. Sometimes when you're in the gym doing 3 sets of an exercise or maybe even more, it's super boring. So I like to keep it that way. Keeps it fresh, keeps it new for myself. Whew. So this is getting my quads nice and warmed up, and this is really my only warm up. And then I'll just go straight into my lifts. Some of you might ask, I do quite a few other things too. I like doing Olympic lifting. I do a recreational sport in my hometown, so I do some high intensity cardio too. I won't show any cardio today. I think I'm going to do my spin bike for a little bit after this session, but that's kind of my general run of all the different lifting I do. So I do everything. I like doing everything, and that's kind of the biggest thing. Is I some days I want to lift heavy, some days I don't, and that's okay. That's how your training should be too. It should be completely all inclusive. So I don't know how far I've gotten in this. I probably only got about 3 minutes. I'm actually gonna turn my light on, but we'll cut a little short today. So first movement we're gonna do is, let's see here. Oh, we got 3 people. Cool. All right, very nice. So first movement I'm gonna do is a single leg step down with a weight. And the way this one's gonna work is that I have these wrist reps here. I usually like putting these on because they kind of help with grip a little bit. And when I'm doing certain exercises, sometimes I don't want to focus on grip. Having a good grip is incredibly important, but for this one specifically, I don't really want to focus on my grip. So going to use that. I have a kettlebell here. I linked below, if you're interested, some adjustable dumbbells. Those are also what we're going to use later in the day, but Basically, I'm going forward, and this is very challenging on your overall hip, ankle, and uh, core mobility. So shooting for 3 on this one. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, and 10. Good. So I definitely got a couple more reps in the tank for next time. We'll probably shoot for about 12 to 13. But I just did 10 this first one just to kind of see where my body was at for today, assess how I'm feeling. We'll go ahead and flip around, do the other leg. So this is the first out of the pair of exercises I'm doing. Step forward, very challenging on your mobility. There's 3, good. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful, very nice. Okay, so first set of those guys. Next one, as I mentioned, is going to be some pen lay rows. So this one's going to be back exercise. I have 95 on this. I don't know difficulty wise this is going to be for me today. We will assess as we normally do. Assess as we normally do. We got any questions yet? Questions yet? I actually pulled up some questions on fitness Reddit. I can go in between two. But this exercise, so I'm gonna grab right here, back nice and straight. 1, 2, trying to hold at the top too. That was 8. One more. 12. I got a couple more in the tank for that one. So that's second exercise in the trio. The last one I'm going to do is a ab rollout. So this is going to be a core drill, core exercise, I should say. Got my stuff down here. And then I got this thing here. It kind of helps with my knees. So it's a yoga mat. I don't think I put that. Actually, it should be somewhere down in the description. But this ab roller I did put down, link in the description. So shoot for 10 of these. It's going forward. Just trying to keep my back nice and straight. Let's see if we can get 2. It's 3. My wrist wraps are kind of rolling on this right now. Let's see if I can fix that. 5, 6. 7. Yeah. 8. 9. Last one here. And 10. Beautiful. Boom. First time done through the trio. Do this 2 more times. Take a slight break. It's a question on fitness Reddit here. I figured I'd answer. So this guy was talking about having low back issues in his body, and he simply tried everything. He went to all the doctors. He couldn't squat anymore, and he was basically asking, what should you do if nothing's working when you're trying to work out and there's pain? And this is where I think you need to assess what you really want out of your workouts. If you are trying to compete at the highest level, you might have to deal with a little bit of pain in your workouts. It might just be kind of part of the territory of being a professional high level athlete. If that's not the case, I'd highly recommend reassessing your type of training. If you like doing really heavy lifting, maybe you won't be able to lift quite as heavy. Maybe you need to do more machine work. Maybe you need to do different movements. If there's pain in your body, it's telling you that something is likely wrong. So if you don't change something, if you want to, right? This is all about your reasoning starting, then of course, something's got to change. So going right in, you're going to shoot for 12 this time, 12 this time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. I don't even think I even got one more in the tank. But yeah, anyway, if everything is painful when you're exercising, try doing something completely different. Maybe try doing a yoga class, doing a spin class. Do something to keep you fit. And that's assuming you don't have professional elite goals. Because at the end of the day, any exercise will help you, but if it's hurting your body, that's not helping anything. So be okay with changing your identity in the gym. That's something that I've done a lot. I've changed to a lot more higher rep stuff to help with tendon health and such. So be the same for you. Working that other leg now, shooting for 12, shouldn't be pretty easy. I got actually, what was it? I got 12 on my right leg. My right leg's a little bit not as good as my left leg. I should say my left leg's got a little bit better ankle mobility. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Boom. Perfect. Still definitely got a few more, so we'll bump up to 14 reps on the last set for those step ups. Moving on to my Pendlay rows again, working my back here. I put a barbell that I actually use down in the description if you did want to start your home gym. I didn't put any weights, but you can find those on there too. Again, most of the stuff I linked below. Back nice and straight, shooting for 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll bump it up a little more last time. That was a good set though. Comments, anything? Some people might ask too, working out barefoot. I do most of my workouts barefoot. I have very flat feet, so it's one of the ways I try to work my overall feet muscles, feet musculature, I guess I should say, which if you know anything about having flat feet, it really messes up your ankles. So it's just one way for me to try to work those feet muscles that don't often get worked very typically. So that's why I do that. And certain exercises like Olympic lifts, I will put shoes on because it's very, very high impact running. I'll do that, but try to walk around barefoot quite a bit just to help my ankle support. Set number 2, last set of this trio. I'm gonna shoot for 12 of these. I did 10 last time. 2, 3, 4. Running out of real estate here. I'm almost to the edge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Good. 10, 11. We're actually gonna go up to 15, 12. Handle that. Think so. 13. Two more. 14. 15. Whew. I really like that one. It actually works your arms quite a bit too. If you don't have one of these ab rollers, I did link this below. You can do the same exercise actually with a barbell at the gym, just like this. So same kind of movement, reaching forward, reaching backward. I don't have enough space right now to do it all the way, but exact same movement. You can even do it with the barbell on the ground actually too. Uh, any questions? Good. All right, so we're moving right along. Let's go to fitness Reddit. Let's see what else I got. Just getting back into lifting. Left hamstring has been tight just above my knee for 3-ish days. Stretch it out and get temporary relief. 10 minutes later, it's tight again. Today's leg day. Not sure I should go light or power through it. So the good old pain. Anytime you have pain, again, got to ask yourself, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of you lifting? Are you lifting to be healthier? Are you lifting for just longevity, being the best? If you got pain, lower the intensity, change up the movement, because that is going to likely decrease the pain and hopefully allow you to heal. However, if you're a high level athlete, if you're on a strict program, or if you have not even a high level athlete, but you're very serious about lifting, you're gonna have to wager. You might push through it a little bit and might make it a little worse, but you can increase your performance goals. So kind of goes back to why you wanna lift. Myself personally, if something's kind of nagging, I will usually still work out, but I will decrease the load tremendously. That's kind of just my general rule of thumb. If that usually that's pretty good. If that isn't causing any issues, I'll definitely take a full day off. But now I most of my training's not too vigorous, so knock on wood, I haven't had a lot of super glaring nagging injuries. Last set for this, we're gonna go to 14. Said last time, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and boom, 12. Oh, nope, still two more. I forgot. 13. Shoot, we're gonna go to 15. Screw 14 and 15. Okay, 15 was good. This is a 45-pound kettlebell, too, by the way. As I mentioned, I linked below adjustable dumbbells you can have for your home gym. They're actually on sale right now. They're usually the ones I have that I'll use in a second are usually like 240 bucks on sale for Amazon at like 160. So check the link below for that for sure. If you're starting your home gym, this is all in my home, by the way. If you're coming in late, okay, big finish here. 15 last set of step ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, step downs. 5, said it wrong. 6, 7, 8, good. 9, 5 more here. Notice I'm trying to keep my body straight up and down. You can kind of cheat this and lean forward, trying to almost remain like a spring when I'm doing this. 13, 14, and 15. Boom. A nice little burn in my glute, baby. Feeling good. So we're going to use that kettlebell in a second. For my next exercise, it's going to be a back glute exercise. You never realize how much more challenging it is talking through this while also working out. Last set of Pendlay rows is, again, working your back, trying to keep your back nice and straight, pulling right around to your rib cage, and that's that. That's that. Great back exercise. Works your biceps a little bit too. Shooting for, I think I did 12 last time. I'm going to try to get 15 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 6. You guys believe in me? It's life and death. 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12. Ooh. Yeah. Back's getting tired. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Boom. Feeling good, feeling good. Okay, moving on to my last set. I think I'm gonna clean up actually these barbells after the set. So last set of ab rollouts. Again, link this ab roller in the description, I believe. Might have to go back and add some more links. If you want to start your home gym, last set here. 15. Let's go. And you might be wondering too, break. I just kind of move fluid through these movements. I really don't focus on that stuff too much. I just go with what feels right. Some exercises you're going to need a little more rest. So I give it. But if I'm feeling good at the same time, just go for it. People overthink this stuff. But if you're just getting in some work, sleeping in recovery, good to go. 4, 5. Man, like getting all the way down to the edge. 6, 7. Good. 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13. I'm going to hold this last one out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, yep. It's quite a holding it that like it was like a little plank, mini plank. All right, we're gonna switch into the next exercise selection in a second. But for now, I'm going to pull another question up from Fitness Reddit, try to answer this, and we'll move into that. So this is from Fitness Reddit, why when I see personal trainers with clients at the gym, are they almost always on the turf or doing bodyweight exercises? Or are those workouts better for some reason? Super good question. I actually really like this. So if you are at a big gym that does have a turf, you might notice that some of the excuse me, just burping. Some of the personal training people always are on the turf and doing bodyweight exercises. So one of the big reasons for this is because a lot of people who are personal training people at the gym are personal training beginners, people who have maybe never worked out or not worked out in a really long time. So doing bodyweight exercises is usually where a lot of people start out with. Maybe they're uncomfortable with lifting weights at all, using any machines, period. So starting out with some of those bodyweight exercises on the turf might be one reason they're over there. In addition to this, turf has a lot of free space, lots of area to move. So if you're one-on-one training a client, it is a little easier to kind of be intimate with them, talk to them about their life, allow them to move while you also observe and coach them. But those exercises in that area isn't specifically better. It's just usually where beginners start. If I'm doing stuff with a beginner, I would do some body weight stuff, but I also realize the importance of loading the body with external resistance, like doing machines, etc. So I will do a combination of both typically with people, but yeah, so super good question. I'm glad that one got pulled on. Okay, so we're going to move into the next trio of exercises. We're going to do another core exercise, but it's going to be with medicine ball. That link is in the description for that. I'm actually going to move this barbell out of the way. And we're going to get right into this next one. So we're going to be doing a overhead press with dumbbells, but we're going to do this in a seated position. It's one of my favorite core exercises. This one's very, very challenging. Very, very challenging. We'll put it right here. And then we're going to do some single leg elephant curls, where basically I'm trying to purposely stretch around my lower back at the bottom, but with a very, very light weight. So I'm not really concerned about injuring myself, because this is very my capabilities. And this is also very, just very useful to get some range of motion and flexibility back. And I'm doing this on this thing, on the, this thing. Doesn't like it when I say it like that. I'm doing it on this box, step up. So start there. I just realized I can't stand up fully. So I'm gonna move this box again. Actually move the box. No, we'll just have it like I did before. That'll be good. All right, so working my right leg first. I really don't know repetitions for this. Man, I'm screwing myself over with this one. All right, so going down. Yeah, I need to adjust this. Saying working. I want you all to be able to see what I'm doing, but this one is proving slightly difficult. All right, we'll try that. Oh no, because then my leg won't be able to. You know what? Screw it. Just gonna go out front, see what we can do. It's part of lifting. Sometimes you gotta go. Oh, that's actually perfect. All right, so getting a nice stretch. Actually able to touch the bottom of that floor on there. So all the way down, touch. And this is a pretty extreme range of motion. But the weight's extremely, extremely light. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna shoot for 11 here. 11, good. Last one. 12, good. Good glute burn there. Lower back working too. I'm gonna switch sides. So doing the same side arm as same side leg. Just gonna flip directions here. And this is a great lower back exercise, glute exercise. Work your hamstrings a little bit too. The whole shebang, whole shebang, whole shebang. All right, here we go. There's one. And I am trying to keep my knee fairly straight on this one. Almost like a kind of a stiff leg deadlift, if you will. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Beautiful. All right. I think I'm going to bump that up. We're going to do 15 next time. 15 next time. But before that, do some seated overhead press with dumbbells. This one's extremely tough on mobility if you're curious. So I would do very lightweight. Doing this at first, it's going to challenge your core whole heck of a ton too. I got 25 pounders. These are the adjustable dumbbells I was talking about. These things are super handy. These are only $160. They go all the way increments from 3 up to 24 pounds in 3-pound increments. So you literally have a 15-pound dumbbell set, 18-pound dumbbell set, all the way up. Super, super handy. Trying to keep my core nice and straight, nice and tight. Just doing 5, 7, 11, 15. Oh, yeah, it's getting tough. 17, I think. So 17 reps. Felt pretty good. All right, last one we're going to do here is a core twist. Russian twist, you might also be heard. Actually, I think Russian twist is the actual exercise, but you just make up exercises, man. You just do them. They work. They work your body. You do them well. Put my feet up to the side here. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. Okay, so feet straight out. Just trying to tap. Ooh, I need some more real estate here. Dumbbells are getting in the way. All right, feet straight out. This one is just high repetitions. 5, 7, 15, 17, 18, 5, 7. Got 20 more. Shooting for 50 on this one. It's usually what I do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, it's always a doozy. I have my feet up the whole time. Hopefully you're able to see that well. So set 1 through it. Myself a little bit of a break. I'll check. Can all you guys still hear me? Everything hear me okay? If you got any questions when I'm doing too, let me know. I can see. Okay, let's go do another question on Fitness Reddit. So this person's talking about whey protein drinks. I just started eating half cup of whey protein, probably drinking whey protein, and feel bloated and not hungry at all. I had it last night and I'm not hungry at all, bloated to the next level. What's wrong? Should I continue or let go? I'm a vegetarian, trying to lose fat and gain muscle because my protein intake through food is less. Yes, so vegetarians, vegans do have a tougher time getting enough protein through plant-based sources. Just kind of how it is. It's because most protein sources that are high quality are meat-based, I should say. So whey protein is a derivative of dairy. So a lot of people sometimes, especially if the quality of the whey protein isn't good, have stomach issues. They feel bloating. They don't digest the whey protein very well. This could be because you might be lactose intolerant. Sometimes whey protein just doesn't digest well, especially low quality sources. So make sure your sources of protein powder are of high quality, but also too, you don't need whey protein. Whey protein just makes it more convenient to get protein, but it's not something that's required to gain muscle. Getting enough protein is required to gain muscle, but whether you get that from whey protein or anything else doesn't particularly matter. Okay, so you're gonna go on to set 2 of this guy. So I think we said 15. I did 12 the first set. So we're going to try to shoot for 15. 15. Nice long range of motion. Good. I should remember again, or remind everyone, all these products linked in the description. For the most part, probably missed some. Please let me know in the comments too if you can still hear me. I got my wireless mic on, so hoping it works pretty well, but 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's 15. Boom. Very good. Very good. Okay. Shooting to 15 On the other side now, flipping it around. Again, this exercise, if you're just joining, lower back, glutes, hamstrings, works everything. I'm using wrist wraps to kind of help with grip because I'm not particularly focused about having good grip on this exercise. I just really want to have that weight be held, holding that work on the muscle. I do lots of stuff with grip, pull-ups. We just did some rows earlier, but this one's not that. I think that was 5, 6, 15 was a good number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. 13, 14, and finish 15. Boom. Set number 2 done of that one. This day too, some of you are probably like, oh, he's not lifting that much. It's kind of like a higher repetition day. Some days I'll go higher repetition. Some days I'll try to push the strength a little bit. I really don't track or focus. I've been lifting quite a long time at this point. So basically I'm just trying to like maintain to the best of my ability, maintain what I got. Gradual improvements, of course, but I don't really stress about numbers. I'm just going, feeling my body move, making sure I feel like I got a workout in. And if I did, sleep, eat, recover, get it next time. Get it next time. Okay, so we did 17 last time, excuse me. I think we're gonna do 17 one more time, and then we'll do 20 of this last time. So dumbbell overhead press, remember, if you're watching these dumbbells, linked below, they are on sale. Super handy for working out at home. Adjustable. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 18, 16. Oh, yeah. Last one. Ooh. Jeez Louise. Yeah, 17. I might actually just cut it at 17, my last set. All right, so moving right into the end of my second rotation of these trio of exercises, finishing again with those Russian twists, working our core, working our rotator muscles through our core, as well as our hip flexors as well. So 20-pound ball. Make sure I got enough space here. Here we go, shooting for 50. Let's see if I can go a little bit quicker this time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, oh man. You can feel, if you ever worked out and you've drank a lot of water beforehand, sometimes you can feel stuff slushing around in your stomach. That's kind of how I feel. Not the best of feelings. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna pull another question, answer this real quick, and then we will go into my last set of all the trio of exercises. So, is there any reason to do cable curls over barbell easy barbell curls and the other way around when it comes to building muscle? So the difference between using a cable machine or what is the difference between using a cable machine and free weights like a barbell or dumbbell for resistance training? When it comes to maximizing muscle, there's not really going to be that much difference. Uh, you will get slightly more constant tension on the cable machine because it's pulling the entire time versus basically the moment arm or the center of gravity of the weight changes when you're doing it free weights. So constant tension on the one. Constant tension doesn't mean everything though, because when you're doing barbell curls, it's actually like a free weight, right? So you have to use a lot of stabilizing muscles to help kind of keep it in position. So at the end of the day, doesn't matter, totally preference. Just do whatever you want. I do both. That's the thing, either or, doesn't have to be. You should do both. You should do literally everything. Keep your body guessing, keep your body adapting. Biggest thing. Okay, doing last set here, moving into our final RDL. So we did 15. I need to move this, don't I? Again, if you're just joining me, I believe I put all the links below, hopefully. And we'll finish this last set of this trio. Then we'll do a little more assistance work. Okay, 1. Change my hand placement. 2. Probably notice I've been holding on all of these, and that's essentially because I'm not really focusing on balance on this type of exercise. I just work the muscle. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm gonna do 2 more. Good. 16. That's 1. Boom. Let's get those glutes firing, baby. So I did 17 there for my last one on the curl, elephant curl. That's what this one's called. Glutes, hamstring, lower back a little bit. Last set on this side. Again, shooting for finish with 17 on my right leg. You guessed it, 17 on my left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 7. Boom. Oh man, that got dicey at the end. Got pretty tough. Okay, so slide that guy out. So finish with those 2, or 1, I should say. No. Got anyone else joining me? Nobody on right now. Fair enough. All right, so we're gonna finish our final set of dumbbell overhead press now. Seated dumbbell overhead press. And these guys I linked in the description. They're on sale right now. Very, very reliable and good for home workouts. Let's do this. Going for 17. 17. 17. I'm going to take my wrist wraps off. Link these below too. Take those off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Trying to keep my core nice and tight. Good posture. 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh man. Yeah, so I forgot to mention the purpose for this one. I really like it because it really challenges my shoulder mobility. Also works my core quite a bit too. So really good bang for your buck. Shoulder mobility is probably the most important thing though. It's a very tough and demanding position to get in. So it hence challenges my shoulder mobility. All right, gang. Finish up with my last set of Russian twists here. Then we're gonna do a little more assistance work, or might be able to answer some more questions. And again, if you're just coming in, please, if you have any questions, fitness, health related, drop them in the comments. Just last set of twists here. 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 30, 21, 2. Oh my gosh, just burped. Not a good feeling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man. Jeez, that was quite a doozy. If anyone knows that reference, what a doozy means, let me know down below. Actually stands for something. Put my glasses back on. So we're all finished with the first initial part. That's a pretty good workout as overall. I don't know how long we've been streaming, but the next thing I'm going to do is just some assistance exercises to kind of help bulletproof and strengthen different muscle groups that don't really get targeted very often, or honestly neglected as well. So we're going to jump into that right now. And I think we're going to start with, actually, yeah, we're going to use my dumbbells here. And we're going to do some external rotations on the ground. And I think we will be good to go. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So this one, very important for shoulder health. I would go very light. I'm using 25 pounds. And actually I did it heavier earlier in the week. So I'm actually going to bump it down, do it for repetitions. You can see there, that was a good demo of the adjustable dumbbell. So I just adjusted it to 15 pounds. And this one is going to involve having your back nice and straight in good position, allowing that dumbbell to come down. This is a very demanding exercise, very tough on your shoulders. I've worked up a decent amount, and this still does kind of bug me sometimes. There still is some occasional pain, so you kind of have to play with loading and how you feel on the day. But great shoulder health exercise. Start off with a very light weight. Honestly, start off with no weight. Don't use any weight at all when doing this. Just use your hand. 13, 14, and there's 15. All right, 15 on the other. Looking good, looking good. And keep that chest up nice and tall. 1. And this is actually one that I found straight from Knees Over Toes guy, Ben Patrick. You can check out his YouTube channel. Dude's saving grace. Shout out to Ben. If anyone who watches Ben, save your body for real. 10, 11, good. Remember this external rotation, working on your external rotator muscles. Last one here is 15. Beautiful. All right, and do some single leg calf raises now. Knees over toe version. So I basically going to be leaning into my rig here, and then I'm going to bend my knee very slightly so you can see my heels not on the ground, and then I'm driving through that heel. It gets a really good deep stretch, but at the same time, it also really strengthens those tendons, excuse me, through a long range of motion. So long range of motion. 6, 7. I forgot to get a question. I can probably think of one. We'll think of one. Let's do squatting. Bad for your knees. Is squatting bad for your knees? That's a question I always get asked. No, squatting is not bad for your knees. Squatting is actually great for your knees if you do it in an appropriate loading, as in if you lift too much weight for your knees, specifically the muscles, tendons, and ligaments around your knees to handle, yes, it is going to be very bad because you're not adapted to that yet. So that's when we were talking about body weight exercises earlier for beginners, that's a big reason why they start with body weight squats, because their body can't handle a huge amount of excess load. That would aggravate their knees. I did just switch legs, if you're curious. Doing 15 on each side. This is a really good, nice, easy stretch. 10, 12, 13, and beautiful. Okay, so that's first 2. I do 4 kind of assistance ones. This next one's going to be in trap 3 raise. Sometimes I'll do this on a bench. Make it a little easier today because of the camera. I'm just going to do it freestanding. This strengthens your lower trapezius muscles, which can help you, actually do help tremendously, reaching your arm up overhead. So very good, potent shoulder mobility and strength exercise. You should definitely be implementing, would highly recommend. Again, I'm just using 5s on this. It's a very small muscle, doesn't need a lot of weight. Normally I would do this on like a bench because you can kind of feel it a little bit better. Don't cheat it either. 10, just going for repetition. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna grab my yoga mat here. Last one here, some tibialis raises, basically toe raises. So I'm gonna be leaning back on to this. Actually, here, do it against this because I think it should be in the shot. Yeah, it'll be in the shot. So I'm gonna lean back against the wall here. And then this one's going to strengthen the front, basically. I hate to say your shin bone muscles, but basically the muscles on the front of your shins. If you ever have shin splints, sorry, my thing was moving here. If you ever have shin splints, this is likely why, because those muscles are so underworked, because the muscles we're working here actually help to decelerate your body when your foot comes down. So if those are not strong, shin splints hence are an overuse of this muscle. So if you're doing any type of field sport, field athletes, this is a very, very good exercise to be doing consistently. And you're just doing it for reps. I actually just did it on both legs. I think I'm going to do it on one leg at a time next time. So you got any questions on that? No? Still doing good? Okay, so we're gonna just went through it once. We're gonna do that cycle 2 more times. Again, hopping back into external rotations to begin. Again, if you're just tuning in, these dumbbells, super convenient, on sale, link below. And this exercise is working our shoulder health here. Shoulder health, your external rotators in particular, very underutilized set of muscle groups. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, shooting for 15, 14, and 15. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom, let's hop on right on over. Other side here. My left shoulder has always dealt with, it's It's actually funny. My right shoulder has had a little more like overuse stuff. I used to bowl in high school, so that's kind of gone. But my left shoulder range of motion isn't as good, so I get some impingement every once in a while. So my left side's weaker, doesn't have as good of mobile strength, but at the same time, I notice overuse, inflammation, kind of burning buildup occasionally in my right arm. So different sensations, but I usually try to match what I can do on my right with my left because my left isn't as strong. 14, 15. And that brings up a good point to note. If you do have any imbalances in your body, highly recommend to start with whatever whatever side is weaker. I'm not doing that today because I know which side's weaker and I know my limits. But if you are, say, doing a single arm barbell curl or dumbbell curl, and you're like, oh, my left arm's way weaker, do the left arm, do as many as you can, and then try to match it with your right arm, even if you got a couple more reps in the tank, because the last thing you want to do is make a stronger arm even stronger, make that imbalance much worse, which can lead to a lot down the road. So moving right in, all these are very, very low intensity. I can breathe and actually talk pretty well through all these, as you probably noticed, versus those ones I was doing earlier. Good. So it's 15, working to the other side, trying to keep my knee nice and bent. This one you can cheat it and actually kind of rise out of it a little bit. So you can straighten your knee, and that's going to make it easier. So I try to keep my butt down, knee bent the entire time through this movement. Just a little bit. Make sure I'm getting proper work the entire time. Full range of motion, right? 15. And if you're just joining me too, I did a bunch of stuff earlier that was a little more high intensity. So rewind the video, you can watch some of that, see what I did earlier. This is kind of assistance stuff to build some of those smaller muscle groups that often don't get targeted and are usually neglected, which if you work them, believe it or not, can help with a lot of pain and discomfort in your body. This one's working our lower trapezius muscles, which help to raise your shoulders. This one I'm thinking about squeezing my shoulder blades best I can at the back. See, even when I'm doing this one, I just mentioned my shoulder mobility on my left side is not nearly as good. I can't fully get that left shoulder all the way back compared to my right one. So it's where I'm still working. Been doing this stuff for a long time, but always working towards something. 15, 16. I actually lost count. Just counting for no reason. 18. Boom. Okay. And then right into our, I'm gonna bring this up this time. I was sliding down on it last time. I'm gonna do this single leg this time. Usually I like doing this exercise single leg because when I'm doing my field sports, my recreational sports, everything's usually very unilateral. So you don't do it all at the same time. So very important. Try to do a lot of unilateral stuff. Assuming I'm not strapped for time, which today I'm not. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, anyone? I forgot to mention that. Man, I'm a terrible person. Happy Thanksgiving to anyone who's joining me. Just getting a nice, solid Thanksgiving workout in before we all devour some of that food. Whew. So these ones, I really just don't count. A lot of these assisted stuff, I just go for a burn. Once it starts burning, I'll do a couple more. Go ahead and rest. Go ahead and rest. All right. Feel a burn. So we just got one more time through the set. We are almost finished. I'm going to finish with looking up one more question in our fitness question list, and then we'll go through the last set. So I'm on fitness Reddit for anyone who's asking or curious. Let's see here. Chin-ups, uneven and shrugging. Any tips how to fix this? Same with pull-ups. Okay, so anytime there is a muscle group that is uneven, as in, say you're doing a pull-up or you're doing a bench press and something's uneven. Maybe you push up more on one side. For this one, they're shrugging, so they're pulling more to one side on a pull-up. Something's probably weak or immobile, likely both. So I would assume that some of the muscles in their back, their scapula, are probably weak and potentially unmobile. Actually, this is a perfect case study for myself. My left side, my scapula muscles are a little bit weaker, as well as my shoulder mobility is worse on my left side. So it's actually tougher for me to do pull-ups and fully contract on my left side because of that. Nothing I particularly do different. I usually just try to focus a little more on that left side to make sure I'm actually working that muscle to the fullest, of course. So, and then I do all this other kind of assistance, accessory stuff too to help hopefully try to balance it out long term. But again, you can only do so much. Sometimes your body, and this is something that I talk with a lot of the older adults I work with, sometimes your body is just imbalanced. Actually, a lot of time it is. And it's not that you shouldn't do certain exercises. You should try to keep it as balanced as you can, because at the end of the day, that's really all you can do. You're not just going to stop working out. You're not going to stop lifting, because that's going to make everything worse. So do your best. Keep everything balanced. 5, 10, 14. Finishing up last set here. Ooh, that was good. Good last set. Put that guy back in. We're gonna move right into my last set of knees over toes, single leg calf raises. Super great ankle mobility and overall ankle and knee health. Again, some of you who are watching might have noticed that, hey, this dude hasn't worn any shoes his entire workout. And I kind of mentioned that earlier. I really do not wear shoes for the most part because I have very flat feet. So any time I can practice doing stuff barefoot to help strengthen those muscles, I always do. Prime example of that, anytime I'm doing loaded stuff, it's not very high impact like jumping or running, I will always go barefoot. Always go barefoot. Just working all those little muscles in our feet that are very neglected typically, especially with us flat feet people. We need all the extra help we can get because my knees, my ankles, if I don't have this kind of focused attention to it, they go down pretty quick. And when you're trying to do all those uh, running sports and stuff too, it's very important. Flat feet sucks. Flat feet sucks, but God bless my mom and all the other good genetics she gave me. All the other good genetics. So we're finishing up on that set. She's gonna do a couple more just for good measure. Beautiful. 2 more exercises. Let's finish this strong, everyone. Looking good. Anyone coming in last minute who's got any questions, feel free to jump those in. I think my computer's unfortunately lagging a little bit, so I don't know if I'm fully track with everyone, but I'll try to answer some questions down the road in something else and maybe another clip video. But be sure to check in on these live workouts. You can join me whenever I'm doing them. I'm starting to get tired. You can go take a nap. Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe not. We'll see. 15. Okay, last exercise here. Finishing with those tibialis. Tibialis raises. Big finish here. 2. Again, these are all very small muscle group kind of assistance drills. As I said to people who joined me earlier, I was doing more high intensity stuff. I'm just tired. It takes a lot out of me. You guys take a lot out of me. So just want to remind everyone too, while I'm finishing up this workout, most of the products I linked below, I'll probably try to go add some more. Again, all this stuff is in my home gym. I literally have compiled over the last basically 3 to 4 years. I've got a pretty decent setup. So start small. You can start small. Links below for all the stuff in the description. Thank you so much for anyone who's joined me, and we'll probably do some more of these. This is pretty easy to set up for the most part, and I'll give you guys some ideas, and hopefully you come work out with me. So um, other than that, we'll catch you next time. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you.